All right, this is Michael Sandoval from National Review's Battle 10 blog, talking here with Scott Tipton, who's a candidate for the 3rd Congressional District. Scott, can you tell us a little bit about the 3rd Congressional District and what we have to look forward to in the next 3 weeks?
You bet. We have an exciting campaign going on in the 3rd. We're the largest congressional district in the state of Colorado. In fact, I think we're about the 5th largest congressional district by geography in the entire United States, save a district that's an entire state. But we've got a very exciting race going on. We're going to unseat John Salazar in the 3rd Congressional District, and he's really given us a lot of gifts in politically bad policy. This is an individual who voted for the failed stimulus package, voted to better than triple the national deficit in this country, voted against one of our most fundamental rights in terms of the right to a secret ballot when he voted for card check, voted to re-up the death tax, voted with Nancy Pelosi not once but twice for government-run health care, and in fact, he sided with Pelosi and the Washington agenda better than 97% of the time. So in our race, we're keeping it on the facts, just the facts, that John Salazar has become disconnected from the people that he represents. He's now embraced Washington, bigger government, higher taxes, more regulations, and we have a very clear understanding. I'm a 31-year businessman. Started my business on a $10,000 loan in an 800 square foot cinder block building, and I've done something over the last 31 years that Washington continues to fail to do. And that's balance a budget, make tough choices, and create private sector jobs. Exactly what Washington needs right now. With our plan, the 310s, which is available on our website, www.votetipton.com, we're going to be making positive steps to being able to get Americans back to work, reinvigorating American industry, and standing up for the American taxpayer rather than for bigger government for a change.
I think one of the things that folks in the 3rd Congressional District have certainly seen their fair share of, as we have throughout the state and I'm sure throughout the country, are the attack ads, and particularly the very negative attack ads. I know you talked about it a little bit earlier, but the Grand Junction Daily Sentinel addressed one of those ads in particular that Salazar had put out there, his campaign had put out there. Why don't you talk about a little bit about that, and also. As is usual in the attack ads, they level charges, and if you want to respond to or refute any of those in particular, please.
You know, I think more than anything, it shows the desperation of the campaign. John Salazar will not address the votes he made in Washington, D.C., so they apparently have no problem. If the facts don't work, we'll make up something. That's what was brought out in the Grand Junction Sentinel editorial, where they said it was shameful, and it was a lie. That was reflected also in the Denver Post in regards to the ads that he's running. They want to redirect, and they'll go down paths that aren't even accurate at all. We're going to keep focused on our message that it's truly important to be able to get people back to work in the 3rd Congressional District, that we need to incentivize, not punish the private sector, and that we need to have a congressman that will be standing up for our folks rather than, as John Salazar has by his votes, for bigger government and higher taxes by supporting the failed stimulus package, tripling the national deficit in this country, voting with Nancy Pelosi 97% of the time, voting for Obamacare, and voting to re-up our death tax. We need to have a change in Washington, D.C., and we're very optimistic that we're going to be staying on our positive message of getting Coloradoans back to work.
And the final question, I think this last week we've certainly seen very big news coming out of the National Republican Congressional Committee, who has sort of reshuffled their resources and moved some money, some serious TV ad money, out of the 4th Congressional District between the contest between Betsy Markey and Cory Gardner into the 3rd Congressional District to help your campaign. And certainly the second part of that news was Wall Street Journal article talking about this was once a foregone conclusion for Representative Salazar. That is not the case. 538's Nate Silver says got a better than 50% chance of unseating a 3-term incumbent with very big name recognition, and also just that the bar has moved, and now the 3rd Congressional District is now a bellwether congressional district. What can we, I know that's kind of a lot, but take that, and what can we expect in the last 3 weeks as you make the final push to November 2nd?
You know, we're traveling the entire 3rd Congressional District, putting on a lot of miles and reaching out to the individuals. And doing something that our current congressman failed to do, and that's hold town hall meetings. We've now held 11 town hall meetings throughout the 3rd Congressional District over the last few weeks, reaching out, listening to our folks, and we're seeing the actual response. Very appreciative to see the NRCC participating in our race. We have other outside groups going as well. We have polling showing that we're up 8 points over Salazar right now. We're going to be able to win this race, and we're keeping it focused. We're going to be laying out how he cast his votes in Washington, D.C. We're going to be the positive alternative of being able to get Coloradoans back to work. That's being recognized on the national level as well, as you note. Had The Economist want to come in and do an interview, but the most exciting thing for me is to have National Review pay attention to our race. Certainly appreciate that, and you taking the time to be here in Rocky Ford, Colorado.
Thank you. Potentially future Congressman Scott Tipton. Thanks.
Thanks so much.